Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve, and today's review will be on the movie here to the left of me, Law Abiding Citizens. In this, we have Jamie Foxx, Gerard Butler, Regina King, Bruce McGill, and last but not least, Colm Meaney. There's actually more too, but those are the top five. So this is a second time watch for me. A little quick summary into this is Gerard Butler sees his family get murdered in front of him, so he wants to get justice against the people that did it, and as well as the justice system. So, yeah, anyways, let's start with the things that I liked. So, the things that I liked in this was the cast. The only one that I felt wasn't really as good as he should have been, in my opinion, and maybe it wasn't his fault, it might have been the screenplay or whatever, but it was Jamie Foxx. I felt like he was a bit stale at times, and I didn't like it. My favorite in this was Colm Meaney, though. He didn't have a big role, but the parts that he was in, I was like, all right, man, Colm, sweet. So that the little twist. So the story in this is very familiar. The whole somebody in the family losing their family and getting revenge. But I did like the twist that this one had with it, like a little twist of lemon. I did like it. The cast, as I said, is great. The explosions, I really like the explosions in this. They're really good. And I watched a little bit of behind the scenes as well. Actually, I shouldn't say I watched a little. I actually watched it all. And he kind of was talking about that stuff, and that made it all the better for me. The music in this is not half bad. It's not great, but it's not terrible. The things I didn't like in this were one, the smacking scene. So the scene where he's eating the steak, man, that was triggering my sensors at one point. It was just so annoying, the whole smacking that he was doing. The other thing is Jamie Foxx's character is supposed to be an attorney. He's like the prosecutor or whatever. And yet somehow he is the most involved person in the case. Like, when they yellow tape around a crime scene and make sure nobody touches anything, he would not be allowed in that crime scene. I've seen enough crime scene shows and movies to know that his ass would not be allowed inside a crime scene. I'm watching Criminal Minds right now. Like, they're the FBI, and it's weird how he's allowed to just go anywhere he wants. That's not how that works. So that was one thing that really bugged me too. But the smacking, I will say, literally probably dinged off a star or two just because of how annoying it was for me. But other than that, I mean, the movie's pretty fun. I do like that he's trying to get justice against the justice system, that he feels like screwed him, because that's a lot of what goes on. I'm not saying everything, but there is a lot of stuff like that happens in the justice system. Uh, let's see. Director, I have F. Gary Gray. So he has done stuff such as Straight Outta Compton, Friday, and The Italian Job. I've seen all three of those. I haven't seen The Italian Job for a while, but I do like Friday and I do like Straight Outta Compton. I will be watching The Italian Job to kind of tell you if I do or don't. IMDb gave this 7.4 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 26%. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I'm closer to IMDb. I feel like this is more like of a fan movie than obviously the critic movie. Box office, oh, sorry. I mean, if you want, I can tell you the quick reasons that tell you to watch this. One is Colm Meaney, and two is F. Gary Gray, because his direction in this was not bad. After watching the behind the scenes, I definitely liked how he went and approached the movie. But the one thing I will say that I did not care for was the ending. I'm not going to tell you what happened. I'm just going to say that for me was a letdown. But it's definitely worth a watch, especially if you're a fan of the directors. Box office of 126.7 million on a budget of 53, so it made 73.7 million. My interesting fact in this is Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler, up until the very end, were actually supposed to play reversed roles. And then it swapped over right near the end, where they ended up playing the opposite roles. So I definitely would not have mind, like, I would kind of be cool if they had like a 30-minute clip of film in it where the roles were reversed, just so you could see how it was going as they played the opposite roles. Because truthfully, I probably would have liked Jamie Foxx's role in that one better than I did in this. And then probably would have liked Gerard Butler's less, like so. But yeah, anyways, that's all for today. You guys have a good day. Night, I should say. This is up next. They Shall Grow Old. They Shall Not Grow Old, but Peter Jackson's the director. So check out my letterbox, check out my eBay, and check out, or actually not check out, like and subscribe. So that's all for tonight. You guys have a good night. And last but not least, either like this review or start eating that trash can.